Welcome to the Mound City Council meeting for Tuesday, July 23rd at 6 o'clock. We're in Mound City Council chambers. Can we do the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we got our agenda. I do want to move everything down from where number 6 is. I want to add our police update at number 6, and then so 6 will be 7, 7 will be 8, and so on. Do you have any other amendments, Jesse?
No amendments.
Okay. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda with the stated changes.
Okay. Got a motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? All right, that passes. And then we got our consent agenda. Does someone want to go through those?
Do that. Consent agenda items are A, approve payment of claims, B, approve minutes from the July 9th regular meeting, C, approve contract for professional audit services through 2026, D, approve resolution approving musical concert permit application for Harrison Bay's Carp Fest, August 10th, 2 to 6 p.m. E, approve resolution approving permits for Our Lady of the Lake Incredible Festival on Friday, September 13th to Sunday, September 15th for music past 10 p.m. F, approve resolution approving variance for deck project at 2152 Ashland. G, approve resolution approving Mound Fire Partnership Discovery. H, CSA H15 and 110 ADA improvements cooperative agreement.
Okay. Does anybody want to talk about any of those? All right. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
All right. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. Roll call vote.
Councilmember Larson.
Aye.
Councilmember Pugh.
Aye.
Councilmember Castellano.
Aye.
Mayor Holt.
Aye. All right. All that passes. All right. Number 5, we got comments and suggestions from members of the public. Does anybody want to come up and say anything? You got? No? I'll give it a minute. All right, hearing none. Number 6, we're going to go police update. Which one to come up? Okay.
So I have the stats from the last 2 weeks, ran through the 8th of July through to today, actually. Nothing major uptick, anything. One notable event was we did have a car chase, stolen vehicle that started here in the city of Mound last Monday night. That was aided by our flock camera system that located it for us. It was a stolen vehicle out of Plymouth. Vehicle had fled from us. It was we used stop sticks to try to stop it from running from us, but got by and still continued to run. Took us on a short chase through the island, and then ultimately we used the pit maneuver and ended it in Spring Park. The vehicle crashed. We had a foot pursuit, but the suspect was ultimately caught in a short distance. So that was all thanks to our flock camera system that located that vehicle for us last Monday night. Some of the notable instances is the fleeing, some DWIs again, narcotics made from traffic stops, thefts, swindles, scams, fraud, DOA, motor vehicle accidents, some thefts. We had some storms roll through last week that were pretty significant, that took down wires and took down power, and with the help of Public Works and with the help of the fire department, we mitigated that pretty well. Just at night, we don't make a habit of rolling around trying to find these things because we can't see as well, and we may end up rolling over a power line and putting our officers in jeopardy on that stuff. They're usually located the next day by citizens or by officers out patrolling. Still have some solicitors that still come into our area. We have had some face-to-face with them. We had some citizens talk to us. We try to stop them, get a hold of them, and send them towards City Hall to get the proper permit to continue their quest. As far as our beaches go, Centerview, mostly spot checks. We did have another incident of the chain being cut, but I think that was mitigated now with the boulders being put into place so that they can't be altered in any way. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we're putting an Arlo up as well, one of our Arlo cameras to watch the chain. And then Surfside, nothing significant, more spot checks. We had one trailer that was there for a short time due to a malfunction, mechanic issue. It was picked up by a flatbed and removed as soon as they could get it there. The Spirit of the Lakes Festival, I talked to Officer Schultz, who heads up that project. She said everything went very well. We were a few short officers. She could use more officers, she said. But we got it handled. She said the parade route was a little more challenging with the directions, but everything went well. We just had 2 medicals due to heat stroke and exhaustion, and 1 disorderly, 1 juvenile assault, a noise complaint. That's about all we had for the weekend. So otherwise, it all went pretty well.
Okay.
So, any questions for me?
All right, does council have any questions?
So you guys don't know who cut the chain? It was just,
No, not at this time. I haven't heard any.
That's crazy.
I believe, like I said, we put those Arlos up after the fact, which it probably should have been done sooner, but, you know, it's at the request, and when they're requested out, we bring them out and put them up and try to catch everything, so.
what is the flock camera thing that you were mentioning earlier?
Flock camera system is actually a really handy tool. Sometimes you'll see them on squad cars. Sometimes the squad cars ones are very expensive. So with some grants and some help from cities, we've put up flock cameras that actually captures license plates, reads them through the BCA. BCA lets us know if it's got a revoked driver, suspended driver, warrants. They call them cops alerts, which keeps our police safe. So if there's an alert on that vehicle for something, it alerts us to that. And then stolen vehicles, of course, it lets us know. So we can get in the area and make the proper actions. So,
Thanks.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, number 7, we got approve resolution approving a bid for the transit center parking lot improvements. Come on up.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. I'm Matt Bauman, City Engineer. So last Tuesday, we held the bids for the transit center parking lot improvements, and we ended up with 9 bidders, all of them lower than our engineer's estimate. The low bid was Goodmanson Construction. They were 37% below the engineer's estimate, and then the low bid was 36% below the high bid. So it was pretty good grouping and very good bids on this project. So the low bidder is Goodmanson Construction. They are out of Minneapolis and have done several projects for cities in the area and some school districts in the area. So this should be a pretty straightforward one for them. We consider them a responsible bidder, so we're recommending approving the bid for this project. Do you have any other questions for me on this one?
Do we have any idea when they'll start?
No, not yet, but I've talked to them a little bit, and they'll be ready to get this done.
Okay, so I mean, it could be August, September.
Yeah, just as soon as contracts are done, so it usually takes a month before we can do anything.
Oh, okay.
As we get all that part figured out.
Probably September-ish.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Does council have any questions? Okay, does someone want to make the motion? It's on 1779.
I can do that. I would like to make a motion to make a resolution accepting bid for transit center parking lot improvements, project 24-11.
All right, got a motion, can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed? All right, that passes, thanks. Okay, number 8, we got approved resolution for the bid at Lost Lake Commons, Phase 1.
All right. So, yeah, so we held 2 bids last Tuesday, and this was the second one. So the Lost Lake Commons Phase 1 for the park improvements downtown. So we had 4 bidders. And then we also bid an alternate with the bid to consider some concrete stamping in there. So So we recommend including that with in the letter here to do the stamping, because that will translate from what we're gonna do with the sidewalks at the intersections here pretty soon as well, so we can carry that in. The low bidder was New Look Contracting, with the alternate was $514,415. Yeah, and then, so this was pretty competitive as well. Our engineer's estimate was about in the middle of the bidding group here. The low bid was 13% below our estimate, and then 39% below the high bid. So,
So just for people that don't know what we're doing, can you just give it just a very high level, what exactly does that cover for our phase one?
yeah, so phase one is going to remove the remainder of Auditor's Road, and then we're going to abandon some of the utilities in the area, and then we're gonna put in a big 16-foot wide sidewalk along the west side, kind of along the new building over there, the Artesa building. And besides that, so mainly just kind of getting everything back in green and get some of the prep work done for future phases for some of the bigger concrete areas.
So
A
the-
little bit of landscaping on that west side too.
The trees and a little bit
Yeah,
of landscaping,
yep.
but then plus, are they doing sod or seed?
This one is seed.
Okay.
Seed, but there's also gonna be irrigation as part of
Okay.
the bid, so that will help establish all of that.
Okay.
The bid plus alt is like, with the stamping, is that, I can't remember where all the stamping was. Was it around the whole thing, or is it just where the, kind of coincides with the crosswalk area?
So what we would recommend, kind of the amount that we put in there was to stamp the inner squares. So those are 12 by 12, and then there's 2-foot wide strips of a different color to go
Okay.
around each of those. So the inside squares would be stamped.
And it should get done at the same time?
Pretty
Or
close.
why you
Yeah,
recommend
pretty
that?
close
Yeah,
together,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, the stamping needs to happen when they're putting the concrete in.
got it.
Okay, and this, again, when do you think this will be ready?
This one I'd left a little more open, so we told that this one needs to be done by the middle of November, but it's a little more open, and we need the Artesa development to be done and out of the way, so.
Right.
But we'll start on it we'll get it done this fall. I don't know exactly when we'll start.
And we're gonna somewhat coordinate on them finishing, us coming right after that, for a couple reasons, right?
Ideally, we'll try to be as close behind them as we
Okay.
can. Yep,
It'd be good to have less disruption.
right. So there might be a little overlap, working out the timing and everything. with
Well,
the-
overlap is fine.
Or, not overlap,
A
but,
pause is.
yeah, there might be a little pause, just because one has to get done and out of there before the next one
Okay,
can
all right.
show up.
All right, does anybody else have any other questions?
Mm-mm.
All right, so we got 1782, we got a resolution. Does someone want to make that?
Let's see. I can do that. I would like to make a resolution accepting bid for Lost Lake Commons Phase 1, project number 23-09.
Okay, you got a motion, can I get a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, that passes, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, number 9, we got council reports. Councilmember Pugh, anything? Oh, I'm looking the wrong.
No real report, although I did get a call from Councilwoman Larson, because she drove by Gillespie and said it looked different.
Yeah.
And it's been painted, and it's kind of a cream and blue color. It makes it brighter, and the board is moving forward and really making some changes and getting it more active center.
Good. Are they doing any inside?
They're not doing any inside stuff. They do have a major project with the heating system that they're gonna have to tackle soon. But right now, I think they're trying to increase activity and participation of people there. I'm sorry about that. And so, that's going on and everything. And they're really making progress. It's good to see. I've been trying to, like, on Wednesdays, and any of you could do this, on Wednesdays, they have lunch, it's $10. And last week, they had the ukulele club serenade the luncheon, and then they had a workshop afterwards. But I'd encourage people to go to the lunch on Wednesday and take a friend. So that's what I've been doing every Wednesday. I call someone and say, why don't you meet me at Gillespie for lunch?
Anything else? All right, Councilor Larson?
Mayor Holt and I attended this morning at 7 o'clock. I'll call it a fire partnership meeting with the cities surrounding us that we provide, our fire department provides service to, plus St. Bonifacius Fire Department. We're taking baby steps right now about moving forward with perhaps a solution, or I'm going to call it a partnership. Could be a fire district, but it's going to be years in the making, I'm going to say. So right now, we're taking little baby steps. So it's coming along though. It's a lot of work, a lot of meetings. And I'm trying to think, I don't think there was anything else.
All right. Councilor McEnany's not here. Councilor Tesla?
I don't have anything except for, we had a good time in the booth at Spirit of the Lakes. It was really hot. But a lot of people stopped by, and the signs that you guys made were great. So, I mean, case in point, the phase one thing, people were really receptive to how that's gonna look. I mean, especially versus what it looks like right now, but only positive responses to that. So thank you guys for setting that up.
Not a problem.
But yeah, I don't have anything else.
All right, yeah, I just want to say thanks for Orono Police, Mound Fire, and the Spirit of Lakes, the board.
And Public Works.
And Public Works for sure. There's a lot of work, Ryan and his group. And then just the board member, or the president, Jess Hill. I mean, I volunteered for 7 hours on Friday night. So I went down there at 3 o'clock, and they're like, hey, we need help. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll help. And so I did the bands for, it was kind of fun talking to people and kind of getting to know more people in the community and stuff. But now I know how to read an ID and hopefully make sure I did it right. And
I can
got
help you with
everybody's.
that.
Huh?
Help you with that.
Well, there's a one-pager. What's the acronym? You look at the picture, the
Oh, plan.
plan, yeah. So learn that. But anyway, yeah, it was fun. Good parade, boating movie. I mean, everything was, that's our kind of our festival. Grass looks really good. They trampled it. But it looks pretty good, and thank God we got rain Sunday morning. It was like amazing.
Yeah, rain good.
So I know Ryan's on top of it, and the crew is on top of that. So, yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out and doing that. Yeah, I went to the meeting this morning. I had to leave a little bit early, but, yeah, we're slowly making progress on moving, whatever, I don't know, we're so at the early phases.
So, no.
Yeah, we don't really know what we're doing yet, but we're talking, so. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I got too, so. Number 10, do you have any reports for you?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants to talk about? All right, number 11, we'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, and can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, all those, or any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? All right, we're adjourned.